Yeah, so we first met Jane on that expedition that we took with the New York Times writer to go up and talk to her about tourism.
And later, we used to work with the Jane Goodall Institute. The staff at the research center would need raincoats or whatever it was, and they would send them all to us, and then we'd give them to guests who were going on that trip to Gombe, and they would carry them, and we would say, you know, would it be okay? Would you mind carrying these raincoats for Jane Goodall? Ah! So that worked really well. We're able to get lots of stuff to her.
You know, this is also another piece of symbiotic relationships that are important. If you're going to be in a country, you're going to visit people, everybody should benefit. Now, some of our guests and people that know us might remember the name Michaelmas. Michaelmas was one of her favorite chimps. She knew him. She knew most of her chimps. And Michaelmas died while we were there. And this was like so hard for Jane. But what does she do? She lays him out on the shore of Lake Tanganyika. And the vet does an autopsy in front of us.
Vet, right?
It was a Kiwi vet. Yeah, he does the autopsy in front of us. He collects little
samples of, you know, kidney, liver, whatever.
And he puts them in formaldehyde in a jar. And Jane then comes to us and says, now you wouldn't mind taking these back to Cambridge with you, would you? And we're like, we're going to have to get to customs with Michaelmas's pieces? This is so not going to be okay.
I'll write you a letter.
All right. It is one of her other famous letters, like on the back of something. And lo and behold, we get to Boston.
And
right?
Honest to God, like we're in the plane flying to wherever on one of the journeys, and I know I can smell formaldehyde. So I go and open the thing, and sure enough, the lid's leaking. I got to tighten it up and stuff. And anyway,
this is before you can only carry 4 ounces of any liquid on a plane.
Anyway, we arrive into the US and into customs, and sure enough, they find this stuff and they want to know all about it. And you know, it's big song and dance. And so I pull out Jane's letter, and they all look at it and go, "Get out of here."
Yeah. And so we were able to actually take the pieces off, off the plane and through the customs and get them to where they needed to be. She's forever been thankful.
I still
she's
have
great.
that letter.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.